Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. In today's installment of Love It or Leave It, we're talking about all of the new and upcoming luxury makeup releases, and I'm sharing my thoughts, telling you what I'm most excited about, what I'm definitely planning to purchase and skip. These videos are always a group project, so I hope you will participate down below in the comment section. I'm always curious what stands out to you most, what you are excited to purchase, what you are definitely skipping, so be sure to spill everything. Ever since the Sephora Spring Savings event, I haven't started any official no-buy, but I am, of course, still trying to be really mindful, very thoughtful about all of my beauty purchases. That being said, I have a lot that I am really excited to try, and I don't think it comes down to lack of willpower. I think there's just a lot of really great, exciting makeup on the horizon. So I'm starting with a product that I cannot wait to try. This is a new launch coming soon from Charlotte Tilbury. It's called the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint Hydrating Foundation Stick. And they sent out sort of a strange email the other day. I don't know if this was actually a mistake or just marketing, but it said internal, confidential / internal, all red, all caps, and then at the very top it says that the sender tried to recall the message, but there's a lot of sneaky information about the product, including a secret waitlist, and the link does work to the secret early waitlist. So I don't know, it worked on me, it got me hooked, I was excited, I instantly opened the email. I guess that's one way to ensure that everybody actually opens the email. It's a foundation stick, but in all of the pictures, it looks really creamy, very sheer, and very luminous. So I'm really excited to try this. I have to get my hands on it and try it for myself because I'm just so curious. I don't know if there's anything else that I can think of that would be a comparable product. It's almost as if they created a stick form of the Hollywood Flawless filter. I don't know if it's going to have quite the same amount of glow, but this looks very, very glowy. If it's sheer, I think this could be really beautiful on the skin, but if it's a true foundation stick, then it could be a little bit messy, it could emphasize texture. I honestly think it could go both ways. It looks beautiful on all of the models. It has skincare ingredients. In true Charlotte Tilbury fashion, this product comes with a lot of very bold claims. I would expect nothing less. Skin is supposed to look smoother by 97% immediately. Skin will appear firmer and more elastic by 30% after 6 weeks. And of course, this was a trial done on 33 people. So take those numbers with the largest possible grain of salt. However, from a strictly superficial foundation makeup standpoint, setting aside all of the skincare benefits, I think the photos of the before and after on the models look stunning. This is really what hooked me and made me really excited to try this, the skin. Their skin looks gorgeous. This is another must-have product for me. I cannot wait until these launch. It's new from Patrick Ta. It's called the Major Glow Cream and Powder Light Reflecting Highlighter Duo. You could probably bury me alive with the amount of highlighters I currently own. It's so bad. But these look so delicious and creamy and dreamy. And I'm thinking about picking up 2 shades. It looks like there are 5 different shades launching. I might just start with one. If I really like it, I can always pick up another shade on sale during the Sephora holiday savings event. I think that would probably be the smartest decision. They just all look so different. I feel like they would look completely different on the face. This silver, I think, is really interesting. I am not someone who is usually drawn to silver highlighters. The cream is meant to be translucent, so this is going to give you a multi-dimensional glow effect infused with just the right amount of ultra refined shimmer, moringa and shea butter, so they do have some skincare benefits. It creates a luxurious balm cream hybrid texture, and they have multifaceted pearls to give a flashing diamond effect. They're $40 each. So the diamond sparkle, I am so curious about this one. Hopefully it looks truly pearlescent. In the pan, it sort of looks silvery, but if it looks pearl on the skin, I think this will probably be stunning. I can only imagine what this is going to look like in direct sun. The pink looks really beautiful. So the pink is what speaks to me the most. It's called Baby. I have so many shades of the blush. I feel like this pink shade is going to work really nicely with the blushes. I don't know if you could maybe mix them together even to create sort of a luminous but really pigmented cheek. I think that could be really pretty. And then he has Sugar, a champagne, Daddy, which is rose gold, and Honey, which is going to give a bronzed shimmer. Highlighters don't typically move the needle that much for me anymore because my collection is so big and I just assume they're all pretty. It's really difficult for a brand to launch a bad highlighter, but these are speaking to me on another level where I just feel like this is going to be a makeup moment. I'm not sure if the application technique is going to be the same, whether we're going to be doing the cream or the balm on top of the powder, if there's going to be some other trick or technique. I need to know what this is going to be like in person. I cannot wait for this. Now, these pieces are already available online. This is the new Sunstone collection for summer from Chantecaille. It looks very beautiful, a nice, small, perfectly curated collection, exactly what we love from Chantecaille. The packaging, the beautiful pattern embossed on the powder, stunning, exquisite. I will most likely be skipping these pieces as much as I think they are truly beautiful. What speaks to me the most out of this collection is actually the blush, the light pink. And I have so many blushes. I'm really trying to not purchase any more blushes through the end of the year because I have over 100. They look light, luminous, very sun-kissed, fresh-faced makeup. I actually really like both shades. The deeper peach is really beautiful and the light pink. The Real Bronze, I believe, is exactly the same as their typical Real Bronze. It just comes in the really cool summer packaging. It's a great bronzer. It's very, very finely milled. They call it a gel powder, but I actually feel like it's more of just a hard, really hard powder. Like you rub your brush and sometimes you think you're not picking up any product, but it is very natural, very easy to blend. And then we also have 3 different lippies. These look really beautiful as well. Definitely don't need any more lip products, so I'll be skipping these. Overall, this collection is gorgeous. We haven't talked about this yet, but there's a new Armani Luminous Silk Blush. I'm not sure I've seen that many people raving about these, talking about them. I knew they were already available, but that's about it. Whenever the Luminous Powder Blushes launched, I feel like I saw them all over social media. Everyone was talking about them. There was so much buzz and excitement build up. Whereas these liquid blushes have sort of flown under the radar for some reason. I'm not sure why. I think they're meant to go on nice and sheer. It looks like they have a pretty decent shade range. I desperately need to finish some of the blushes already in my collection before I explore anything else. But again, these look really nice. It seems like blush as a category is just huge. But also sheer blush is really popular at the moment, like the House Labs sheer blushes, the baby blushes from Rhode Beauty. I know that's more of a sheer creamy formula. I think Kylie Cosmetics is coming out with a liquid or a creamy blush as well. It's a bit overwhelming in my opinion how many blushes have launched recently. Huda Beauty has new blushes, which they actually sent me the blush filter. So it's the same concept. They're meant to go on really light, easy, blendable. You're supposed to be able to blend these out blindfolded, which I don't think I'm going to try. I'm not that brave, but they sent me quite a few shades, so I'll probably choose maybe 1 or 2 to keep and then give away the rest because I am curious. I feel like it's okay. I didn't purchase these. I'm not being irresponsible, but I would like to test it out. Cotton Candy. This looks really pretty, this light liquid blush. I like the jelly component. This looks really cute, sort of translucent. Oh, it smells like watermelon. Wow. Yum. I don't mind. I kind of like it. I'm going to scoot in close, tap a little bit on my cheeks because why not? I actually really like these. Wow. So it's more of a serum-y blush consistency. So it does make it really easy. I just scooted in close. I didn't pick up a brush or a mirror or anything like that. Just tapped it on with my fingers. And I do think it went on smooth, sort of effortless. So something like this isn't going to appeal to everybody, but definitely for no makeup, if you like something that gives you a hint of color but is very easy breezy, perfect. I have a few other miscellaneous items currently on my makeup wish list, including these lip glosses from Gisou. During the last savings event, I think it was one of the last days, I had run into the Sephora at Kohl's and I saw they had the pink shimmering lip gloss. Definitely don't need any lip glosses, but I picked it up And it's really pretty. It's not something that I think anybody must have. I wouldn't encourage anyone to rush out and purchase it, but I just like it. It's just a really pretty lip gloss, and I saw they have come out with a new coconut frost shade, or they're coming out with coconut frost, and I feel tempted to add this to my collection. This looks so pretty. They also have kind of a swirled tutti frutti flavor. That one looks really pretty too. I love a lip gloss. I love anything with a hint of shimmer. One thing I will say about it is that it feels really nourishing and hydrating on the lips, but the shimmer reflects light in the sun. It looks really pretty on, but it doesn't feel like you have shimmer on your lips, which I appreciate. This looks stunning for summer as well. It's new from Kayali Ray. It's called the Sun Drip Skin Boosting Peptide Serum Bronzer. I have not seen this in store, and I have visited Sephora recently. I didn't see it, so I might have to find this online, but it has hyaluronic acid and peptides, and it's a liquid bronzer. I love a liquid bronzer. It actually looks sort of similar-ish to the Makeup by Mario. It's supposed to give you a sun-kissed glow. It goes on sheer but buildable, and it's $28, so not a bad price point either. Natasha Denona is a brand that I haven't followed closely for the last few years, but they recently launched a new golden collection. The eyeshadow palette looks really pretty. I wear a lot of these colors. I wear neutrals, I wear golds. I probably have all of these shades 10 times over, which is why I would never pay full price for this. But it does stand out to me as one of those palettes that could easily be a go-to everyday palette. It's something that I would consider purchasing on sale. Her Glam eyeshadow palette will always be #1 in my book. That's definitely my favorite, my most used. I want to say I have 5 Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes, and they're really pretty. I've never had a complaint about the quality of the eyeshadows. My issue is that I don't really use them. I don't grab them regularly. This color story is probably so boring for most people, but I do see myself getting use out of a palette like this. Not something that I'm going to rush out to purchase, but something that I'm going to keep my eye out for later on if it ever goes on sale. The new makeup launch I'm anticipating the most is, of course, Chanel. I've already reached out to my sales associate, and she doesn't have any new information as far as when this is going to launch, so I will update you as soon as I have more information, but these sneak peeks are feeding me. We have 2 really beautiful blush duos. The Jardin Imaginaire blush and highlighter duo, both of these look really pretty. The first thing that comes to mind whenever I see these, and photos never truly do the collection justice, but these pictures instantly reminded me of the fall collection from last year, those 2 blushes, the Douceur de Equinox, which I didn't really love. They weren't terrible, just not really made for me and my skin tone. They kind of seem like comparable color stories in a strange way. I didn't care for the blushes, but I think I'm really going to love both of these. I hope I really like both of them. I also really love the pattern. It looks like a dandelion, which is very ethereal, very whimsical. It has a little CC logo in the middle. Beautiful. The berry looks really interesting. These blushes look intense, but luminous. So the luminosity tells me that they might be a little bit more on the sheer side, which I'm hoping it will be similar to the Les Beige Healthy Winter Glow formula. These highlighters look more iridescent. Like the gold seems like it has almost a slight gold yellowy green shift. And the pink seems more like a pinky purple blue iridescent shift. I don't know. The blush that's paired with the gold highlighter looks like it might be more of sort of a berry bronze blush. Both of them look a little bit deeper, just like last fall. And then we have 2 Balm Essentials. I always say to stop me from purchasing these. I might end up purchasing one, I don't know. They look like shades I already have. Moonlight Kiss and Solar Glow. I do have a Balm Essential stick that is sort of pearly. I have the iridescent. I do have one that's more of a bronze. I don't really grab for them that often, so I may end up skipping both of the Balm Essential sticks. But these eyes, I cannot wait for this. This is the Stilo Ombre A Contour Stick. We have Nuage Bleu, Neon Dahlia, and Dream Leaf. Like a neon green. a really, really pretty pale blue, and then sort of a gunmetal purpley blue. These shades are so pretty and so unexpected, and I just cannot wait. The cool thing about this Stilo contour stick, ombre contour, is that you can use it as sort of an eye kohl, an eyeliner, an eyeshadow. It's sort of a multi-use, multi-purpose product, which for these shades in particular, I think is great. I could see using the neon green as just sort of a pop of color, maybe a graphic eyeliner moment, maybe lining the entire eye, but then that's it. Something really cool and funky, but not in your face neon. Same with the other colors, actually. I'm excited. I like the look of it, but I definitely need some inspiration. I don't know if I missed this. If you've tried this powder, please let me know your thoughts. This is new from Giorgio Armani. It's a silky smooth powder that absorbs excess sebum, feels smooth on the skin, and gives a natural glow. It also contains 30% skincare, and it's meant to give a cooling, like water mist feel. Every day I do my makeup, I always use a loose setting powder, and I've recently even started baking my face, mainly just in this little cheek pocket right here. But I like the idea of a powder with skincare that's going to set, give you a soft blur, but isn't overly dry. The main reason I love using a loose setting powder is because I feel like I don't really have to touch up my makeup throughout the day. Every once in a while, I do get oily. Whenever I'm filming, actually because I have so many lights all around me, I sometimes get really oily, so I even have to touch up after only a few hours of filming. Whenever I'm out and about, I don't touch up my makeup. I don't like to add anything else to my skin. That's when I start to break out and get little bumps on my face. I need powder, but I need my powder not to look really dry. So I sort of like the idea of this. It could be amazing, who knows? This has to be one of the most aesthetic, Instagram-worthy brands. Vacation. I don't think I've ever tried any of their products. I do have a few pieces of their sunscreen line, but I just haven't opened them yet. It looks really pretty, but this stood out to me. This is the shimmer oil with SPF 30. It has a little tint. It looks kind of gold bronze, has shimmer and SPF. Ooh, and it's infused with argan, marula, coconut, and jojoba oils. Wow, that's a really nice blend. Water resistant for up to 80 minutes. I personally, okay, let me just put this out there. I would never use a product like this as my only sun protection. I don't think that's smart. But if you have sunscreen already layered on your body and then you apply a little bit of this on top, or maybe you have an event that's outside, you want a little body glow, then I think a product like this is appropriate, but I certainly would not count on this as my first line of defense. It has notes of coconut, banana, orange blossom, pool water, pool toy, and swimsuit lycra. Their vacation scent is meant to be iconic. Again, I haven't smelled it yet, but I like anything that's tropical. I like sunscreen. I like anything that reminds me of the pool, the beach, just summertime. Something very tropical and delicious is coming soon from Kayali. If you follow them on Instagram, then you've seen all of their teaser videos. They've posted lots of little hints about what this new fragrance is going to be like. I swear Mona does not sleep. Not only has she been on her world tour, she's launching another new fragrance, and the visuals look really tropical, summery. This is right up my alley. I love a fragrance that will transport you to a luxurious vacation, so I have my eyes out for the new Kayali launch as well. And finally, we have an entire Fendi fragrance collection launch. 7 new fragrances. I cannot wait to try them all. Each fragrance was inspired by personality, places, memories of the different generations from the Fendi family. We have Casa Grande, dedicated to the house's matriarch. Myrrh amber leather with notes of cherry, vanilla, and tonka bean absolute. This sounds really delicious and incredible. Dolce Bacciao has notes of rose and patchouli. Perche No, dedicated to the designer who created the baguette and peekaboo bags, has notes of sandalwood and pepper accents. Prima Terra is a tribute to Southern and Eastern Africa, has notes of tangerine, rosemary, and oak moss. Sempre Mio, Ciao Amore, La Baguette, dedicated to Fendi's young twin snack. I love how they've woven a story behind each of the fragrances. The one that really stands out to me most notes-wise is Casa Grande. I will most likely go with the box set of all 7 fragrances, and they also have a little miniature holder, which Celine has this as well, where it's a little pouch, little designer pouch for your fragrance. But it's kind of cool because then you can clip it onto a bag, and it's nice to travel and just use your fragrance as an accessory. That way you always have it. At the end of June, these fragrances will be available worldwide. I cannot wait to try these fragrances. Those are all of the big notable launches that I have to discuss today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. You liked hearing my thoughts on all of the new releases. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. I'm curious if you've tried any of these products or if there's anything that is on your radar that I skipped. Definitely drop me a comment. We'll keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be listed down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.